right, breaking news development on June 10 violence that spread through the country, particularly Delhi, UP, Ranchi, in Jharkhand and Bengal. We have now developments coming in from Jharkhand where things are escalating, with former Chief Minister Raghubar Das of the BJP accusing Hemant Soren of going soft on rioters. Remember, viewers, Ranchi police had come out with posters on the lines of Uttar Pradesh of rioters, naming and shaming them, but subsequently withdrew that one later in the evening, perhaps under political pressure. Prakash Singh joins us live from Patna on the development and more. Prakash, clearly politics picking up on the issue of violence by Friday protesters in Ranchi, with Raghubar Das now accusing Hemant Soren of pressurizing his police that had come out with the posters and the pictures of those who had indulged in violence and arson. Prakash.
Well, Abhishek, it's been embarrassing for the Ranchi police, which was so far doing a very good job. And yesterday they had put up photographs with a poster on billboard in Ranchi across different parts of the cities. There were pictures of stone pelters who are at large. But all of a sudden we saw that the laborers were pulling down the posters, and we were curious to understand what is happening actually. And then we were told that there was certain rectification that has to be made in the posters, but apparently our sources say that it was at the behest of the JMM government led by Hemant Soren that forced the police to pull down the posters. Now it has come as a huge embarrassment for the Ranchi police, and now former Jharkhand Chief Minister Raghubar Das visiting the Hanuman temple and has asked for a NIA inquiry into this particular incident that took place, and he has no confidence in the state machinery or as well as the agencies. And just opposite, Irfan Ansari, one of the Congress MLAs and minister, has said that this is unjustified, the attack on the protesters, and you cannot name and shame the protesters like that. They should be given a chance to explain themselves under what circumstances they were involved in stone pelting. So this is bizarre. And Raghubar Das has clearly stated the fact that it is merely vote bank politics and nothing else, and the central agencies should intervene and an NIA inquiry should take place at the earliest. Now we are told that the Jharkhand government is investigating, but there are no posters at all as it was done yesterday, which has demotivated the morale of the Ranchi police, which was so far doing a very good job. Back to you, Abhishek.
Right, Prakash, thank you so much. Politics picking up, escalating in Jharkhand over the issue of rioters and their posters that were brought out by Ranchi police, subsequently withdrawn, leading to the charge that was done on the instructions of the Chief Minister Hemant Soren, because perhaps he does not want to be seen in the same league as the UP Chief Minister on the issue. Because remember, just a day back, UP also had come out with similar posters, making the opposition, particularly the Congress party, charge the BJP government in Uttar Pradesh with a saffron agenda. Prakash, if you are still there, you think that Hemant Soren withdrew those posters or pressurized his police to do that under fear that he could also be charged for taking a little saffron position? Is it about saffron, or is it just about rioters? Do they have any religion? Is it about religion?
Well, Abhishek, it is just about vote bank politics, because the day this incident took place, we heard the statement, and I think both of us were on live broadcast that day when Hemant Soren's statement came, and he was saying that there are certain sections of the people clearly hinting at the BJP, which is instigating the people in the society for violence. So he doesn't want to be seen on the same page as what the BJP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is doing in Uttar Pradesh as far as naming and shaming the protesters. It is about the law and order situation. It is about the failure of law and order, and those who are responsible for the failure of law and order should be punished rather than be protected. And Hemant Soren, as Raghubar Das has charged him, that is protecting the stone pelters, by not allowing the Ranchi police to name and shame the stone pelters, put their posters on billboard across different streets of Ranchi so that the people in the civil society could recognize them as these people are at large. And there were pictures which we released yesterday on TV as well. They are clearly suggesting that there are sections of the people who are stone pelting, damaging vehicles, assaulting policemen. Policemen were taking refuge in the Hanuman temple. So it has come as a huge embarrassment which has demotivated the morale of the Ranchi police. So Hemant Soren clearly in the dock, and he's come under fire from the BJP as well as the section.
All right, Prakash, thank you so much. So essentially, vote bank politics guiding police investigations in Jharkhand. That's very unfortunate. But rioters have already been warned that if this continues, then maybe a national agency could take over investigation. Because remember, the aspect of conspiracy has already been looked into after parallel protests emerged, beginning with Delhi, spreading to western Uttar Pradesh, going to east in Prayagraj, and then onwards to Ranchi and Bengal. Thank you so much, Prakash, for joining us. Moving on, important development coming out of the opposition meeting.